Hey, it's James Mullins here and welcome to the next lesson. Alright, in this lesson we're going to be going over the settings of Manychat, and we're going to be going over these in detail so that you know what every single tab does and so that you can successfully navigate through all of the settings and know exactly what you have to do. Okay, so on the left hand side of the menu here you can see that settings is around the bottom here, just where my cursor is. So you want to click on that and that will bring you to this screen, the bot settings. Okay, so when we click on General, the first thing we've got is greeting text. Now, when somebody comes to your bot, and what we'll do is we'll see how this looks. This is before they send you a message and they get subscribed to your bot, this is what they're going to see. So when you add in the greeting text, it's going to pop up just here and you'll be able to let them know a little bit of information about your bot. So we might put in there, hey, welcome to the ultimate marketing agency. Just for, as an example, you could put that in there. The next thing we've got is the card URL shortener. Now what this allows you to do is if you're ever shortening any links and you want to track them really easily, then you can do this through this way. Now obviously make note that that is a pro feature. So this just allows you to easily track your click-through rate data, and it'll help you to make sure that everything's you know when everything's coming through Manychat. The next option we've got here is clone to another page. Now, if you have multiple pages that you are using, then you're able to use this button to clone all of this data and all of your automation schemes and things over to another page, which is really handy. So if you've got two very similar businesses or two very similar pages and you want them both to have a very similar approach and just edit a little bit, you can use this button to save a load of time. The next one we've got here is refresh Facebook permissions. Now this is really handy if you're having any issues with the bots or Facebook Messenger and you're not sure what's going on, then this button right here is a really good way of clicking onto that and just then refreshing everything, starting fresh in a sense of the permissions that you have between your Facebook page and Manychat, and then that should fix any issues you've got. Obviously if you do have any more issues then you should get in contact with the support. So just to read this here, the Messenger platform can unexpectedly drop page permissions on admin password changes or due to their internal reasons, i.e. if they have any updates and that needs to be applied to this much faster. In case of any trouble with content sending or service setup, we recommend you to refresh your permissions. Again, if you're having a bit of issue with your bot and you just don't know what's going on and you want to totally start from scratch, or you want to, just put a hold on everything and make sure that you can find out what the issues are, then you can totally disable the bot just here, which means that obviously it'll take away the permissions, there will be no talking between your Facebook page and Manychat, and you'll be able to have a look, build things up and get yourselves ready to go. Alright, the next tab we've got here is the live chat tab. Now when we click on here, this is to do with the live chat over here to the left. So of course, you're able to open up conversations with clients or customers or anybody interested in your brand through Manychat so that you can speak to them as a human. Now, one thing I want to make very clear here is I am unsure of who would need the benefit of having any message starts a conversation. Perhaps if you're a low-level brand with not many followers, you'd want to have this checked, but 9 times out of 10, you'd want to have the bottom checked, which is conversation should be opened explicitly. Now what that phrase means is that if anybody sends you a message that you don't understand and you have a default reply that will open a conversation, then that is the only way that this will be able to happen. So live chat thread can be started explicitly by an admin or a special action you attach to any button. So if you have a button that says talk to a human and they click on that, then that is the only way that they will be able to open a live chat with you to answer any questions they have. Okay, so obviously the live chat can get really messy. There can be a lot of things going on in there, and sometimes it's just best to have a clean slate and start everything all over again. You're able to do that by closing all of your open chat conversations by pressing this button. Now, of course, if you did have any important conversations open, then it will close those as well. So do be mindful of that. But it is really good if you have a load of questions that are just coming in and you need to reevaluate and press that button and close them all. Now, this next feature was introduced maybe a month or a couple of months ago, and this is really, really handy when you've got a lot of traffic going through there and you've got a lot of people opening conversations. You can turn off the in-app sound alerts, so that what happens is you won't keep getting that constant bing on your phone or your laptop when somebody sends you a message, which of course is really handy because it will drive you insane if you're getting that every 1 to 2 seconds. So you are able to turn that off and on there. Okay, the next tab we're going to be talking about is growth tools. So when we're talking about growth tools, as you can see here, we've got widget localization. Language is of course set to English as default, but you can change it to anywhere in the world depending on where you are. Now, just to make a note, this won't affect the Facebook comments, Facebook ads JSON, or the Facebook Messenger code. So you will have to bear that in mind when using this widget localization. Next below here is authorizing websites. Now, you can do this through the growth tools, but if you did want to make life a lot easier and come into the settings and do it manually here, then you can do that. Now, your authorized website list, the limit is 50 websites. So just if you're an agency, just bear that in mind when you want to authorize any of the said websites. You just add your URL of your website into there and then click add, and it will be applied to the authorized websites. Of course, this was blank. Okay, and then the next tab we've got is notifications. Now, notifications are really good if you want to keep a track of your subscriber reports. So if you want to know how many subscribers you're gaining and losing on either a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, then you can do that using this part of the bot settings. Now, you want to enter obviously an email where you want these to go to. That's mine's just been blurred out there for obvious reasons. And then you're able to add the subscriber reports into here. Regular update, and these are regular updates on how your subscriber base is doing, obviously, as we've mentioned. So when you come a little bit further down here to the live chat, what this basically is it will notify you on Messenger whenever a conversation has been assigned to you. So if you have a team of people and somebody has assigned a conversation to you that they know that you can deal with better than themselves, then you can notify yourself or your team on Messenger using this checkbox when you do that. Of course, we've also got the pro action here where we've got the notify admins action that will notify people through Messenger. Sorry about that, guys. Through Messenger and email, enabling you to see when anybody's opened up a live chat or anything like that. Okay, so the next tab that we've got is custom fields. Now, when you gather any data or information from your subscribers, what you want to do is you want to save that data to custom fields. So if we were to create a new custom field up here and maybe name it which country do you live in, then you're able to do that there. If you notice the type here, that's basically what the information is going to be, whether it's going to be text information, number information, a date, if it is a birthday, as you can see just there, or if it's a true or false. Now, true or false is going to be relevant if you perhaps ask somebody, is it true or false that you have a meal out with your family every Saturday? So you're going to be able to save that response there if it is a yes or a no, and then you can create that. A description's optional, of course. You know, we've got city there, and obviously the description is what city they're from. So there's many different, we've seen the types and we've seen the descriptions, seen the names. So whenever you are in sequences and in flows and you're asking questions and you want to save the data from the answers, you can do that using custom fields. Okay guys, so the next tab that we've got is admins. Okay, so obviously with admins, you've got people who are allowed to edit and contribute to your page. So if your page starts to get really big, or you've got a team of people and you've got a team dedicated to live chat, you're going to want to add all of those team into your admin section here. So obviously there's myself and Seth. Seth is the owner of this page and I am the contributor. So what you do is you invite a new admin here. So you take this link and you send it to them and they will have the option to come in and help you to do all of your chat just there. Okay, so the next one we've got just here is payments. Now with payments, this is a relatively new feature for Manychat depending on when you're watching this video, and it allows you to take payments through Stripe through Manychat. So if you have any small guides that you want to sell, or you've got any tickets that you want to sell, or anything like that, or any items of clothing through e-commerce, then you're allowed to do that through the payments through Manychat. So we've not done anything like this through Kamozy. This is a very fresh page, but if we would do, you'd obviously have the avatar, the Facebook picture of the customer. You'd have their name, when they ordered, the ID of their order, the price, the status as to whether, you know, it's been money's been delivered and things like that, the name of the item, and any additional information that you'd like to add in there. Unfortunately, we haven't got any of that, so I can't show you. The next tab we've got is the developer tools. Okay, so if you are a developer and you're looking to create anything that involves Manychat, then you can apply to be on the beta at the minute. No doubt if somebody's watching this in the future, this might be a totally different screen once they come out of the beta testing. But if you are interested in anything like this, you can read the documents, and they're all about the developer tools through there. Okay, and the final one we've got here is billing. Now, of course, this is going to be blurred out for obvious reasons, but the billing here is where you would select your pro plans. So depending on how many subscribers you have, you're able to change the billing in this way. Okay, so we've only got one subscriber, so for us it's $10 a month. You can also have your invoice data for tax purposes and things like that. Okay guys, so this was an in-depth video on the bot settings and everything to do with it. So I hope you guys now know exactly what you're doing with the settings and how to go forward from there. This has been James Mullins, and I'll see you in the next video.